Time to stop a kidnapping. Or at least I hope we can stop it. I'm assuming that we'll be able to. The Justice Minister's daughter has been abducted. The kidnappers demand the execution of the death row prisoner Zhao to be carried out tonight. I like the stars hanging. Lin says the execution is a mistake, and I believe her. And so I'm paying the kidnappers' hideout a visit to see what I can find out about this abduction. If you want to call it that. Are we? I just noticed that. Well, what took you so long? Your instinct was right, Beauty, my dear. They had that restaurant surrounded. It took me forever to shake them, and now my poor bike is ready for the scrap heap. Or, next time maybe you should make it a tricycle so you don't hurt yourself. Ouch, that hurts, Beauty, but that's okay. That's what I love about you. It looks like the Rube Goldberg machine. There it is. It's happening right now. Be a little more gentle with her valuable hostage, please. Yes, always keep smile on a lady's face, right, my dear? There, see that, Beauty? Now there's a smile blooming on your face too, my dear. Yes, a wry smile. I'm going out for a breath of fresh air. You're on guard duty. Alright, I'll dream of you until you return. Why don't you open the trunk for our guest? I will, Beauty. I was just taking a little breather. Alright, little lady. Let me open that trunk for you. Oh, he's dead. Beauty. Looks like the Justice Minister's daughter really has been kidnapped, and something else is bothering me too. I don't think I've ever been to this room before, but something about it is giving me a strange sense of deja vu. I've seen something like this before. Taking something precious to manipulate others, so that's what kidnapping is. The dirty tricks those without the powers of the dead come up with. However, if I take that precious thing back, their power vanishes, doesn't it? I don't like that you called it a precious thing. Now then, time to see how the Justice Minister's little girl is doing, before this guy wakes up from his dream of beauty. Oh, I can be the stars. I feel beautiful. Burn brighter, my son. I don't know why I did that, but I think it's fun. That's why I did it. Alright, let's see if this opening this does anything. It did nothing. But we have that for later. I can swing it. I didn't realize I had the option. Woo. Woo. Oh, I'm a fan now. Lego nuts. Oh, we're gonna play the ball trick again, I see. I can also be over here. Ooh, that's a pretty shade. I'm just kind of curious about what other stuff does. But I feel like the ball is the main thing. This is one of those things you light with fire, isn't it? As long as there's light in the room, is something like this really necessary? But if something can be lit, it kind of makes me want to light it. I need another core to reach the trunk and open it. I wonder if I can create a new core. Okay, we probably just want to move the ball. I'm getting a little overzealous. I'm enjoying myself a little too much. Getting a little too overzealous with that, too. Okay, what you have to say, Sissel? This shelf is suspended by very thin cords. They look like they're about to break. I bet it'd be quite a spectacle if it fell. If something can break, it kind of makes me want to break it. Sissel, what's wrong with you? Can I open while also being ball? Nope, not while it opens. That accomplished something. I'm sure of it. I just keep shaking it. Will it eventually break? It's doing it. Why did I make the ball move? What if I do that and then shake it? Does that change fate? Nope. Darn. Can't reach my destination from here. I'm working on it. I'm a ball now. Well, that's why I needed the ball. Before we spin... Fire! Bang! Just my imagination. Just my imagination, that's all he has to say? What an amazingly simple fellow. This room, on the other hand, is starting to look amazingly festive. The question is, how can I use it to my advantage? Can I do anything with the box? Yeah, fire! Bang! Let's go. Just my imagination, again. Always imagining things. Just my imagination feels more laid back. He'd fall right off that crate. Look at that streamer go spinning around and round. Now, how can I make use of that? My idea is burn the world down. But first, what happens if we spin? Oh. Interesting. Okay, so I know that might do nothing. So I think what we want to do is burn it. When we do this, though, it will probably... Well, that's probably how we start to burn it. Like, we'll burn the one that's on the fan, and then pulling that will probably fix everything else. Okay, so we need to make our way back over there. Burn the world down. I don't know why I want to switch over, like that's gonna do anything for me. Damn. When a flame gets really big like this, for some reason I get the urge to burn something. Unfortunately, everything is just out of the flame's reach. If I make the fan go more nuts, that probably will do the trick. Really not close enough? There we go. Burn the world down! Go! Yeah! Oh, that lights specifically that candle. Okay, and there that goes. Now with that lit, we can make our way down here. I have no idea if, like, turning that candelabra means anything, really. I feel like we're done because the music stopped. Oh, that just burns that, so then the clock can fall. Just my imagination, again. This guy. Does Sisyl want to say anything about that? Alright. Open sesame. A couple of things. One, don't think that's the right girl. Two, I love that it, like, immediately is just a recliner, like, seat. She has a little, like, book. She has her little cup holder. What in the... What's going on here? This little lady is... Okay, we need 2 flashbacks. Is the lady really a daughter of the Justice Minister? Sissel, I'm gonna say probably not. Also, how did she fit in that suitcase? What's with the fun book and juice? Like I said, I always keep a smile on a lady's face. I wanted to treat our guests well. How about treating me well? I'd like some bread and milk, please. At your service, my dear. Be back in a flash. Hey, mister? Yes, cute little lady? More juice, perhaps? All you have to do is ask. Have I been kidnapped? Nah. Don't cry, little dear. There's nothing to be afraid of. The surroundings are miserable and filthy, I know, but we just ask for a little patience. Don't say those awful things about this house! This house is where I used to live. What? Awful big coincidence for not knowing that. I apologize, little lady. I'm no one who's miserable and filthy. Forgive me. What a kind soul he is. What's the meaning of this, beauty? Why are we at this girl's old house? Don't ask me. It was the other party in our deal who chose this location. Oh, I see. It's been empty for 5 years, and apparently nobody ever comes here. But never mind that. What about my bread and milk? Oh, of course. Now you be a good girl while I'm gone. So then why did the Rube Goldberg machine in the basement at the... Whatever. You just read your book and drink your juice. That's what I... She's saying that to me. That's what I need to just do. Not think about things. I want to go home. Not quite yet. Okay, I guess I'll just read my book then. This dilapidated place was Camilla's old house? What's going on here? What in the world? Yeah, why does the little lady have a core of the dead? When I helped her out at Lynn's apartment, she didn't have one. So that must mean she must have died sometime after that? And it also means somebody else must have saved her. I'd better ask her what happened. Yeah, I would also like to know. Wait, book! I need to examine the book, because I know how to read. A book, I wonder what the little lady is reading tonight. An exciting adventure story, maybe? Although she's already getting quite a bit of excitement for one day. Yeah, what's the deal? Who's there? Oh, wait a minute. Is that you, Missile? Missile! I'm sorry, I'm not Missile. My name's Sissel. Missile and Sissel, let's go. Sissel, my name is Camilla. Camilla, so it is her. I knew it. What happened to me? What is this place? I can hardly tell the poor little thing. This is the land of the dead. She can hear you, I think. The land of the dead? Does that mean I'm dead? Ah, darn, I forgot there are no secrets in the ghost world. You can relax, you're not dead. But this isn't the first time you've been here, apparently. Really? I don't remember. Wait a minute, maybe I do remember. Sort of? You do? Looks like she doesn't remember being saved very well. So there's some other dead person out there with special powers, eh? Anyway, I don't want to press her if she doesn't remember dying. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions about something else? Sure, go ahead, sissy. Damn. Sissy, eh? I'm mad about the name, but I'm just gonna roll with it. Lynn asked me to do something for her tonight. I know about that part. She asked you to go to the chicken kitchen on Dead End Drive, right? Yeah, but I never got there. Now I wish I could say I'm sorry to her. I never should have gone through that park. What park? Probably the only park. Timsick Park. It's a shortcut to Dead End Drive. Is that where the kidnappers grabbed you? Yeah, Lynn always said. I don't like that park. Scary things happen there. Timsick Park, eh? What am I gonna do? Lynn's gonna be mad. She is? How come? Because I left it there. The music box in the park. That's right, the music box. That music box was hidden in the apartment. I finally found it with a little bit of luck and courage, and mostly my help, but guess where it was? I don't know where. I'll pretend I don't know. You know? You don't have to humor me. Oops. So what happened in the music box? I hid it in the bushes at the park just before it happened. Just before. Oh, just before you were kidnapped, huh? I didn't want the bad man to take it, so I hid it. I bet it's still there in the park. You did well. So the music box in the park, I better let Lynn know. Did Lynn, like, chill with the Prime Minister? This is your old house? Yep, this is where we lived until 5 years ago. But now I live with Lynn and Missile. Lynn is like a big sister to you, isn't she? Yep, she's a detective, you know. She's a hero. She is, huh? By the way, about your father. Is he the Justice Minister? My father is... gone. Gone? Maybe he passed away? No, that's not it. My dad... he's gonna die, and it's all because of me. What? What do you mean because of me? Why would you say that? It's called an execution. My dad is a detective, damn. They just told you he's gonna be executed? No way, don't tell me your father is Detective Jowd. That's right. What in the world? 5 years ago, something really bad happened. Like a scary dream, but it wasn't a dream. 5 years ago. 5 years ago. That murder case. I don't know why I stumbled on that. It was Mom's birthday that day. My mom and dad were working, and I was home by myself. And then I had an idea. I was gonna surprise my mom. I set up that contraption. Urgh. I'm home, Camilla. Why is it dark? Maybe you shouldn't have tied string to the gun portrait. Mom! Mom! What was that noise? Oh, Lord. I still can't believe it happened. It wasn't supposed to work like that. I know that contraption. I know how it was supposed to work. Party poppers and a cake, a birthday message. My dad told me not to tell anybody. Just leave it to me, he said. My dad wanted to be executed. He asked him for it. But I want to tell everyone it was my fault. My dad said what I saw was a bad dream. He told me to forget it. This is also unbelievably tragic. It's a lot to take in. I can't believe it. This little lady is Detective Jowd's daughter? I just can't tell her. I can't tell her why she was kidnapped. Please stop, Sissel. Why was I kidnapped? I want to know! Oops. There are no secrets in the ghost world. Maybe we'd better stop talking. It's too dangerous. Sissy. You're not gonna talk to me anymore? I think we'd better get you out of here first. We can talk more after that. Okay, but... I'm gonna rescue you now. You just hold on a little longer, alright? Okay, but we'll talk later, right? Don't forget, you promised, Sissy. I didn't make any promises. Update the phone book. But like, when did she die? Yeah, drink your juice. What took you so long? I traveled the entire town in search of the finest bread and milk for you, my dear. But it's late and all the shops are closed. We're leaving this place right now. Bread and milk seems weird. Is it like a euphemism? You don't wanna talk about drinks? Even though there was a bar? What? But he's not here yet. We couldn't meet at the restaurant. Weren't we supposed to meet here? Yes, and he's the one who chose this location. I don't like this one bit. We have to run around doing all this extra work, all for the sake of his deal. Be quiet. Can't be helped. This place is too dangerous. I told you, my sixth sense is very strong. I find it suspicious that there's a lot of candles lit all of a sudden. Alright, as you wish, Beauty. I feel it. I sense something here in this room. Is somebody there? Can you hear me? Is she talking to me? I can sense your presence, you know. The next time I sense you, this child will die. Remember that. What the f- Alright, we're leaving. Well, that's not great. Pardon me, little lady. Yeah, no, that doesn't seem very... I guess there's more room, because it's like 3 layered, but she also can't read now, so that's kind of messed up. Also, that drink has to be spilling everywhere. It was not a sippy cup. It was like a big jug. The book! Was that me? I was the book, right? Clever. All of a sudden, I'm left behind alone. Alone in the room that stole that little lady's smile away 5 years ago. The little lady is gone now, leaving me with only a few new facts. A few very heavy, very sad facts. Does Lynn know about all this? One other thing stands out in my mind. I can sense your presence. Some of that kidnapper's final words. Do those two know? Do the kidnappers know about the powers of the dead? A lot of things actually came up because of that. Short chapter. Oh, we got her. Save the game. Continue the game. So can we not follow the kidnappers now? Because, well, I guess we don't know where they're going, so we'll never be able to follow them. But I was going to say because Beauty has the ability to sense ghosts. Although I'm questioning if she does or not. Last time she found a bug on chicken. That's beside the point, though. It looks like the kidnappers made a big mistake. The girl in the trunk was Detective Jowd's daughter, Camilla, not the minister's daughter. Don't get him twisted. When I got back to the Justice Minister's office, things were getting even more out of hand. The devastated man was being grilled by the fiery detective lady. Be careful, he's gonna have another heart attack. I told Lynn what I had found out about the kidnapping. That it wasn't the Justice Minister's daughter who had been abducted. That the kidnappers had been holed up in Camilla's old house, and that they sensed my presence and were already gone. But Camilla, why do they have Camilla? Her father isn't the stupid old Justice Minister. Yeah, I know. I was there. I think the stupid old part is a little uncalled for. Also, he might be able to hear us. It looks like the kidnappers made a mistake somehow. The poor girl, kidnapped for the ransom of her own father's execution. Messed up. It's just too much. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a cruel twist of fate, I agree. And then there are those other twists, too. Like the kidnappers winding up in the... Sorry, I don't know why I stumbled on that. Like the kidnappers winding up and using Camilla's old house as their hideout. That's why I feel like that. Up in and using is kind of a weird sentence. Hard for me to get past it. There's no way it could be just coincidence. But what if? And them sensing my presence. They seem to know about the powers of the dead. I just don't understand any of it. Yeah, I don't know so much about that part. I told you before, Detective. I want you to stand back. I'm about to go all out, just this once. Who cares about distance at a time like this? Look, Mr. Minister, it wasn't your daughter that was kidnapped. Don't try to pretend you didn't hear what we were saying. How can I believe in you? I'm a realist. Please. If you don't believe what we say, see for yourself. Just call home and... I tried calling 100 times. My wife won't answer. She won't? It's complicated. Oh, why does life have to be such a complicated thing? But if she doesn't answer, doesn't that mean everything's normal? It doesn't prove it. And I'm being watched. I can't have the police go check for me. Besides, if the execution isn't carried out tonight, the hostage will be killed. What difference does it make that it's not my daughter? That is good point, honestly. Good thing we have a ghost that can check in. Woo-wee! Oh, I know who's talking. Woo-wee, that's quite a pickle, Mr. Minister. Quite a pickle. How'd he sneak in here? Miss me, baby. Inspector Cabanella. Are you gonna arrest her? Look at him with a swagger. Look at him go. I have a little report for you, Mr. Minister. I keep accentuating like the wrong letter whenever I try to speak for him. The escaped prisoner has been apprehended. Thought you might like to see him, so here he is. Did you bring him along? He's here? I don't think that's accurate. Detective Jowd! Detective Jowd, I'm so sorry. I tried. I know that you're innocent. I just can't prove it. I'm so sorry. Lynn, please, don't apologize to me. Ah, the beautiful love between a teacher and a student. It brings a tear to my eye. A lot to take in right now. You knew, didn't you, Inspector Cabanella, that the execution was tonight? I don't believe I had any obligation to tell you. And you're fine with this? I mean, you know as well as I do. Detective Jowd could never have done such a thing. Oh! Ha ha ha! Oh, come on now, baby. I know no such thing. Huh? I know two things to be true and two things only. One, he was given the death penalty. And two, he tried to escape. What else could I do but haul him in, baby? If that's the case, why did you bring him here? Whatever do you mean, young lady? He escaped from prison, right? So why didn't you just take him back to the prison? I think you only brought him here to brag about your accomplishment. Isn't that right, Inspector? For your own selfish reasons? That seems messed up. So are all those rumors about you true? That the only thing you care about is a spotless record? Is that more important to you than saving a friend? Everybody has certain principles they can't go back on, including me. You'll understand that someday, baby. That's enough, Lynn. But Detective Jowd, I'm a death row inmate who escaped from prison. This is how it should be. But... And the minister's just falling apart over there. What does he have to say? My poor Amelia, is she alright? Actually, the girl who was kidnapped is named Camilla. Why is the dream talking to me in my head again? Wait a minute. Amelia? Emily? Emily. Could that be the Emily next door? Yes, I think so. Wow, I didn't know the Justice Minister lived next door. No, not me. I never lost control. My wife, it's complicated. Yeah, I bet it would be pretty hard to admit she left him. The minister's wife ran away on him? Maybe they grew apart, what with him being so busy. Yeah, I bet you're right. Please stop gossiping about me inside my own head. I mean, I think that's the gist of what we have to do, is just go there. But we can talk to some people. What's up? So, Mr. Ghost, we meet again. I hear something happened. Something about a kidnapping. Are you going to tell him who got kidnapped? Some kidnappers are saying they abducted the Justice Minister's daughter. That's terrible. What's their demand? The carrying out of your execution. Tonight. I had no idea I was so hated. But the minister doesn't have to worry. I die and it's all over. Very simple. It's not that simple. Like, we all just, like, meld in here even though we're so far apart. Why not? Because it isn't really the minister's daughter who got kidnapped. It's Camilla! Dun 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 dun. What? Camilla? I checked it out for myself, I'm positive. No, it can't be! And by the way, Camilla told me something interesting. She said the one who killed her mother 5 years ago was Camilla herself. What? What are you talking about? Yeah, I don't... Maybe Lynn shouldn't be privy for this conversation. Don't listen to him. I'm the one who shot her. I'm the one who shot Alma. And when I'm executed tonight, that will be the end of it. Camilla won't have to suffer anymore after tonight. For a capable detective, you say some incredibly misguided things. Ugh! You dying isn't gonna end that girl's suffering. It'll just bring her new suffering. The only person's pain this execution is going to ease is your own! Is yours. Ugh. Is it true what Camilla said? Why don't you tell us what you know? The murder 5 years ago, to be honest, I still don't understand what happened that day. It was my wife's, Alma's, birthday. We came home from work and she went in first. Bang! Well, the Pigeon Man seemed to have set it up pretty accurately. Why isn't he saying anything? I looked for the shooter, but there was nobody to be found. There's nobody here besides Alma and Camilla, just the two of them. So the little lady's mother died right in front of her. Oh my, that's so horrible. I don't mean to, like, put a hole in this story. I feel like the pistol on the wall probably would still be smoking. But it's dark, I don't know. Camilla told me about it. She was crying. She said the contraption she made did something it wasn't supposed to. Made an impossible move. I guess they know that it was from the contraption, but I guess it still counts as murder. An impossible move. It's been 5 years since then. I stopped thinking about it. I shot Alma. There's no other explanation. That's what I convinced everyone of, even me. But tonight, you showed up and gave me an explanation I never would have thought of before. The powers of the dead, right? That day in that room, power that I didn't understand were at work. And if that's the case, it clears up all the mysteries. That's a big leap in logic, but it's probably accurate. Maybe not all. There are a couple of other people who know about those powers. Is somebody there? Can you hear me? Sense your presence. Kidnappers who abducted Camilla knew about those powers. This is no ordinary kidnapping. Looks like my wife's case isn't coming to an end after all. I'm the only one who thought it was. Detective Jowd. There's still time before dawn. A little anyway. How about you see this case through to the end before you die? Also, I don't like... Okay, so the two kidnappers... Kind of scary that they might know about the powers of the dead, but I don't know how much I believe that when they kidnapped the wrong child. They seem kind of like they might be a little bit bumbly. Camilla was a quiet little girl, but she was good with her hands. She was a little genius at making elaborate toys and contraptions. But there were two very strange points about that contraption. Two? The first was, of course, the firing of that gun. Right, that was an antique gun I had on display for years. I guess that is a big thing. I would assume the antique gun does not have a bullet in it, or wouldn't have. So it wasn't part of the little lady's original design. Of course it wasn't. It was supposed to be a surprise for her mother's birthday. And the other strange point was the movement of that Cupid. Cupid? It was supposed to shoot its arrow without turning around. Bang. Somebody made a change to the contraption's design and then manipulated it. I don't know what to say. I didn't have time to think things through then. All I knew was I had to protect Camilla. I made a small adjustment to the scene and turned myself in. What kind of adjustment? The gun, of course. The gun, eh? Come to think of it. Oh yeah, it wasn't there. There was no gun there, just a picture hanging on hanging on the wall. Of course not, because I secretly switched the gun out of that frame with the picture. I didn't believe what she told me about her contraption. But one thing was for certain, that gun was still smoking. Alright, well, that's what I said, so that gun really did shoot Alma. Or did it? I don't know. I hid the gun before it went to the police. You hid it? I put it in a wooden box and gave it to a certain detective. Who? What? You mean... And that detective still thinks it's a music box. What an idiot. So that's what was in the box, huh? I got a different murder weapon ready to give to the police, my own pistol. And I did a few other things to make it look good. I won't go into the details, because that might lead to some contradictions. Like, did you change the bullets out? Did you fire your gun? Let's just move past it. When I was all done, I turned myself in. Alright, well that was fun. Detective Jowd, is what you told us just now true? There's a whole crowd of people here right now. Yes, of course. Why would you still talk like here, right in public? In that case, there's still time. Still time. Time to solve the case that started 5 years ago. You didn't do it, Detective Jowd, and of course little Camilla didn't do it either. Really shouldn't be saying this right now. So the true perpetrator is still out there, and I'm going to prove it. For Camilla's sake. That sounds wonderful. Thank you, Detective Jowd. Lynn, where's that music box now? In Temsek Park. Camilla left it there. That gun is important evidence. You'd better go pick it up. Is she allowed to leave? She's also a fugitive. Yes, sir, I'll go right now. Sissel, take care of Detective Jowd. And do something about the kidnapping so we can get the minister on our side. And yet again, I say, easy enough for you to say. Okay, I guess she's just allowed to leave. What's going on? Deal me the deal, Mr. Deathrow inmate. Little change in plans. My daughter has been kidnapped and can't just go off to die without doing something. Where did you get that information, Jowd? The people that don't know about ghosts? But you're in our custody, don't forget. Back at the prison, everybody's waiting for you with a special seat just for you, baby. Do you have like another chair? I guess we'd better prove my innocence on the double. On the double, is it? You sound so determined, my old friend. I want to save Camilla in more ways than one. That's all there is to it. I see, my old friend, in more ways than one. Well, bam! What say you, Mr. Minister? May we have your decision? Huh. Should the execution be carried out tonight as planned? Or should we hold off and wait for this important evidence to come in? The order still stands! Bring the prisoner back immediately and resume its enforcement. As you wish, Your Excellency. Please don't bow down to me, and especially not that low. In that case, can I have one of your boys arrange a prison van to pick him up? Would you be so kind? Yes, sir. The van should take about 10 minutes, I'm guessing. Your escape tonight was brilliant, except for the part where you failed. Will you show me another miracle in these last few minutes of yours, Mr. Deathrow inmate? Well, I mean, it has to take a bit of prep time, right? Glad to see Detective Jowd is all fired up, but I feel like I'm under the gun here. Even if Lynn does come through with the proof of Jowd's innocence, it will be meaningless if Jowd or Camilla dies. I've got to do something about the kidnapping. Somehow, maybe I should ask for some advice from the capable detective here? I guess. I don't know. What does he have to say? Most likely, the minister won't stop the execution. Not as long as there's any small chance his daughter is the one who was kidnapped. But she isn't the one, I'm sure of it. I know where to go. Well, it would be great if we could prove that to the minister. Prove it? How? I doubt his wife was ever going to answer that phone if we call from here. If we call from here, right? But a telephone works in both directions. You don't know that. What are you saying? What I'm saying is, only family members can solve a family problem. Hey, Mr. Ghost. Yes? I have to admit, I don't like depending on others. But you're the only one who can change this situation. Gee, Detective. For these past 5 years, Camilla is the only thing that kept me going. I can't go meekly to the chair now. I hate to ask this, but would you mind saving me? I'll try. The key to getting the Justice Minister to stop the execution is his wife and daughter. But is there a way? There has to be, or else the game would be over. You're not gonna help me. There's no reason to talk to Mr. Justice Prime Minister. Alright, the first thing I want to do is go to the park just to see if this is like where Lynn's chilling. The entrance to a nearly deserted, dimly lit park. Oh, that guy's there again. Hey, look at that! The detective is back. Camilla! Without knowing the situation, the scene would look pretty suspicious. Okay, he's not saying anything. I guess he's just watching. He can't be watching the kitchen place again, is he? I would assume that that time has passed. Oh god, it was like at the beginning. Lady in Red's apartment. Just as I thought. This little girl is safe in her bed. I was gonna say, what's that noise, but it's the typewriter. We got the Emma's writing some smut. Murder, execution, jailbreak, betrayal, and now kidnapping. The last link in this long chain of a sad fate lit a fire in Joud's heart. The chance to turn it all around is right here in this room. I'm getting a strange premonition. Everything that happened so far tonight has related back to me in some way. And I bet this mistaken written abduction does too. Oh, that was the end of the... That was all talking. Okay, that's fine.